Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we got Toy Biz Marvel Legends Beta Ray Bill. And this is from the Modock series, Modock Build-A-Figure, whatever you want to call it. You get a piece to build Modock, and that is awesome. And this figure is actually the last figure that I will need to review before we have a full Modock. And yeah, I know I didn't do Moon Knight, but I had the Build-A-Figure part. I didn't have the figure, so who cares? I got the Hasbro Moon Knight. It's okay. So this figure comes in clamshell. This one is a little bit smashed up, but it's okay. And he does show everybody on the back. And here's his little bit of a blurry bio. And his stats. Beta Ray Bill. I know absolutely crap about this figure, so yeah. He does come with a comic. It's a Thor comic, the Mighty Thor comic. We also get an effect for Modock's little chair, some fire and smoke and whatnot, and then the bottom that pops right on top like so. So now I got all the parts for Modock. Accessory wise, he does come with Stormbreaker. I know the figure was worthy of Mjorn, but Odin gave him Stormbreaker. And I think that information is just on the package as well. So looking at the hammer, it's not bad. It's a bronze looking plastic, and that's really all it is solid bronze, and then they actually painted the strap brown, which I mean is awesome. They didn't have to. They could have probably casted it all in the same, and as you can see, it's not wanting to focus. There we go. But yeah, they could have casted it in all in this goldish bronze and, you know, said, hey, that's it. But no, they added that extra paint into it. And this one does come with the background as well. And again, some of these backgrounds are just really bad. Like, look at that. Looks like coloring book quality. But, hey, it's better than nothing. It's utilizing the package. Now, the figure itself has a lot of cool things about him. He has a whoopee cushion cape. And this cape is probably melted or deformed in some way, because this thing has been, you know, around. Beta Ray Bill has been around, man. But no, it's like, it really feels like a deflated whoopee cushion. Like, that's what this is. It's rubber. It feels like that exactly. Has a hole in it because if you have these Toy Biz flight stands, it'll go through, and then there's a hole in the back of the figure that plugs right in. It's really cool stuff. And then when you lift it up, just a big hunk of rubber stabbing, you know, right in the back there. I don't know how I feel about this, and maybe it's because this might be deformed. If anybody has this figure and opened it way before this one was like sitting and stuff like that, let me know how bad this cape is messed up. Just let me know. As for the figure itself, you do get a pretty cool looking, like his whole skin is like a pearlescent yellow orange. It's really cool looking. I don't know if you can really see it on camera, but it's definitely a really cool plastic color. And then he even has the hinged jaw. Teeth are individually painted, and even inside his tongue is painted as well. Extra steps. Beautiful. Again, $10 figure. White eyes. The wings on the helmet look amazing. And he does get some head articulation. He can actually look up quite a ways. Looking down, not so much. I mean, he's like horse-faced. The shoulder pads are soft, but because of age, you know, this paint sort of gets sticky. A good reason to open figures, and this is sort of a rant here. open your guys' figures, man. Like, these have been around for many, many years, moving from tote to tote. And thanks to, you know, Ryan for helping me get a lot of these figures, because he was just moving out of these Toy Biz figures. He's not into them anymore. But when you open these, the smell that comes out, I think I'm gonna die. Like, it's so chemical smelling. It's crazy. Like, if Mike the Hunter took a whiff, I feel like he would, like, just his brain would shut off. Very strong smell from sitting in the plastic. The paints start getting like a greasy, slimy feel and sticky, and that's because it needs to have oxygen. I mean, plastic, rubber stuff naturally will, you know, sort of break down a little bit, but if this was breathing, the paint wouldn't have been sticky and slimy and stuff like that. I've taken figures out, put them out on display or like sat out for a little bit, and that stickiness and stuff just goes away after it's been aired out for a little bit. So definitely open your figures, guys. I mean, I have some that are still in package, more like G.I. Joes, but like these, like, you can't take them with you, guys. Open your figures, have fun with them. Who cares if they're worth this or that? Just enjoy them. So enough of that rant. Let's get back into the figure. His body sculpt's pretty solid. You can tell he has that Thor look. I mean, he's straight up stealing Thor swag, you know. It's like, I'm Beta Ray Bill. I got a undead horse face, so I can dress up like Thor. But he has like extra stuff compared to Thor. Arms can go up on that ball joint. Got the bicep swivel. Only a single jointed elbow, and then he does have wrist bend. Finger open and close, and his wrist rotation is closer to the wrist, which is nice. It's very good to have wrist rotation like this. Now, paint apps on this guy, the hands, the white, they could have, it's just not as clean. Like the fingertips and stuff, you can see are sort of, maybe you can't see it as well. There you go. The white sort of is chipping away. So that's what happens when you paint thin layers of white on plastic and don't do enough layers, I guess. So same rotation here, but he doesn't have finger bends on this one. Like, it's pretty much pre-designed as a gripping hand for Stormbreaker. And he does have ab crunch. Not the best ab crunch, but it does crunch. And then he has that waist swivel, which waist swivel's alright, but not when you do it. And look at this. Get the extras, just like thigh swivels and calf swivels. I mean, they just look nasty and unnatural. He can bring his legs out and do like a full-on kick. And again, that's because they do this ball up here that can be rotated to where, you know, you can get those straight kicks that go forward, but you don't have to really bend this one that way. So he can do a Spartan kick. He's got the cool sculpted on armor, painted in like a glossy blue, a little bit of a metallic look to it. This is dry brushed gold. He does have that nasty shin swivel, but it already has like the chunks on the side. Let's see if I can do it this way. You guys see those chunks on the side right there? That means that you can rotate it. And it doesn't look nearly as bad, but it does because this line goes straight down. When you rotate it, the line is no longer there and lined up properly. It's sad, but hey, not all figures are perfect. But I do say that this figure is pretty awesome. He does have the double jointed knees. As you can see there, he has the ankle bend, toe bend, no pivot. Oh, wait, we got a pivot. Yeah, we do got an ankle pivot. That's awesome. So this figure is pretty solid. I'm just the worst. I guess the only negative thing I would say about this figure is that he does have this whoopee cushion cape that I'm not a big fan of. It's just so floppy. It's nasty. Like, and I'm not a fan of it. But it does help him prop up and stand just like anybody else with the cape. Beta Ray Bill looks amazing with Stormbreaker in his hands. He just looks like a really cool figure. It's one of those figures that stands out in a collection because there's not really anybody that's like him. Like, he looks like some weird alien demon that's dressed like Thor. It's really cool. He's like a very unique figure to have. And, you know, as I have him hooked up on this flight stand, like, Toy Biz, their little stands were pretty awesome, which I'll have to show you the stands in one of these reviews, because I know one of the figures comes with one, so I'll show it to you. But definitely really cool little stands that they can pop up on, and this figure is amazing. I really like this figure a lot. Yeah, there's not really much I can complain about besides his cape. His cape is just doo-doo. But that is my review of Beta Ray Bill, the Toy Biz Marvel Legends figure. And if you like what you saw, add a like, subscribe if you want to see more. And as always, good luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a wonderful day.